Okay, Shubhangi Mishra.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Okay, can you introduce yourself, please, very briefly?
Yes, sir. So my name is Shubhangi Mishra. I am right now currently employed as a teacher in Bethany Convent School. I have completed my graduation from University of Allahabad, and I have completed my B.Ed, Bachelor of Education, from Allahabad State University.
Okay. Now, this has been your fourth day in SSB. First of all, I hope you are comfortable.
Yes, sir.
Right. And you have undergone all your complete psychological tests and GTO's test because it is the fourth day today. Now, which test did you like more, the psychological tests or the GTO's tests?
So
And why?
although I liked all the tests equally, but it was the GTO test that I liked more because I got to interact with the other members or cadets.
Okay, right. Okay, now you're from Prayagraj, right? What is it that you like about your city? 2, 3 points. And what is it that you do not like and you want that somebody should make an improvement on those points? So, what are those points? Good points, bad points about your city?
Okay, sir, Prayagraj. The points that I like about Prayagraj, the first one is the beauty and nature of the Prayagraj, because culturally it has been a place of heritage, because it is the place where the three rivers meet, and it is worldwide. It is known for it is known for the Sangam. Secondly, the university, the Oxford of the East. This is where I have studied from, University of Allahabad. It is worldwide known as the Oxford of the East. Thirdly, sir, our first Prime Minister was born over here, and his birthplace has been Prayagraj, and it is known as the Anand Bhavan, as well as the first women Prime Minister of India, Mrs. Indira Gandhi. She was also born over here, and her place is Swaraj Bhavan. And
Okay.
sir, what I don't like about Prayagraj is, sir, during the rainy season, the areas around the slums, they get filled up, and it is during this time that the dengue, malaria, and all these diseases they spread. Apart from this, I also, one thing that I would like to improve, or I want improvement if authorities would do, is in the garbage, the way the garbage is disposed, sir.
Okay, right. And which are the neighboring states of your state, Uttar Pradesh? What surrounds the state of UP?
Yes, sir. Uttar Pradesh has a boundary with Uttarakhand. It has also a boundary with MP, Bihar, Jharkhand, and Madhya Pradesh. So,
Does it have a boundary with Jharkhand? Which part of UP touches Jharkhand?
so I don't exactly remember, but it is.
Okay, and what is to the north of this state?
So it is Himachal Pradesh is there, Nepal is there, and Uttarakhand is also there.
Okay, right. From your form, I see that you've lost your father when you were young,
Yes,
pretty
sir.
young, 10 years old. What happened? How did you lose your father?
So he was going for a court matter, a land property matter. He was going to our hometown, that is Basti. It is his hometown, not my hometown, because since I am born, I am in Prayagraj only. So while he was going, he met with he met with a road accident
Okay.
near the Pratapgarh.
Okay. How did your family manage without his presence? What was his occupation when he met with that accident?
So he was marketing manager at that time. It was recently that when he met an accident, it was like 2-3 years only before his accident that we were financially stable. But when he met with an accident, all of the burden of the family, since we have a joint family, it fell on my uncle. And
Okay.
he was younger than my father. Anyhow, he managed. At that time, I was there, and my two brothers were there. The youngest brother was very young. He was only 2.5 years old, and I was 10 years old. My younger brother was 9 years old. So although it was a very disheartening incident, still my uncle, he has been the support of the family. He has taken, anyhow he has managed, sir.
So, is your family now being able to manage financially? Are you okay from that point of view?
Yes, sir. Right now, since I am also working, I am employed as a teacher, and I am receiving a good amount. as a teacher I'm getting good. And apart from that, my aunt is also a teacher. My uncle is my uncle is an accountant. My mother is an Anganwadi worker. So
You're managing.
yes sir, it's
Okay,
managing.
now you're a teacher, a maths teacher.
Yes sir.
And what do you like? What are the good things in your school? And what is it about your school or your profession which you do not like? What are the problems that you face on a daily basis?
So, like when I entered into the school, as before teaching in school, also I was a part of education sector because I was teaching informally in a coaching also. But before the lockdown, I was teaching in a coaching. But during the lockdown, I started teaching at my own home because it was not I was not able to go to the coaching, and coachings were closed. Sir, it was for the first time when I entered into the school as a formal sector teaching education, and the informal and formal, these two are completely different. So I have learned a lot of things, sir, how the things go in education, how as a teacher I have to deal with the students. And since my age was very because when I was in my B.Ed second year, at that time I got an internship. So although I was teaching, but the good thing was that students, whenever I left the classroom, it was never that I have left my students' questions unanswered. I have always tried my edge best to answer them. Apart from that, sir, what I did not like in the school, it was not specific because it was the same school where I have studied from. And right now when I am teaching, I am looking at how teachers, what kind of struggles a teacher has to face. From the point of view of student, it was like what teachers were doing, but now I understand what struggles a teacher has to face, sir.
Okay, right. Now, what are your reasons for wanting to join the Air Force?
Yes, sir. Sir, it is not for the first time that I have given AFCAT exam. I have given 3 previous exams also, but for the first and second time I could not even clear the written exam. The third time I cleared the written exam, but since I had my final semester B.Ed exam, so I could not go for SSB. And now it is the fourth time that I am getting a chance to SSB. So when as a child who has lost her father, I have always tried to make best use of the opportunity that I have got, whether it is education, whether it is my teaching sector, wherever it is. But sir, I just like the way officers are, the respect they get. And as I told you, I have a joint family. So whatever earning right now I have, it is not sufficient to meet the living standards of, because right now I have 2 younger brothers. Apart from this, my uncle also has 2 daughters. And as the inflation is going, so I am not able to manage with the salary that I am getting, sir.
Okay, right. Now, what is the first rank you would get if you get selected, and after completion of your training, when you become an officer, what is the first rank you would wear on your shoulder?
Sir, since I am not opting for flying officer, I would get it is flying officer if I was given this, and if it is not flying officer, then lieutenant, flying lieutenant, I suppose.
Okay, and what is the rank structure in the Air Force? Who's the junior most officer's rank structure?
Yes,
from
sir.
the junior most to the senior most?
Sir, as I told you, the very first one is a flying officer, then flying lieutenant, then squadron leader, then wing commander, group captain, then the flag officer's rank start, which is the air commodore, then air vice marshal, air chief marshal.
Okay. Okay, can you name some parts of an aircraft, any aircraft, commercial or military, some parts, major parts, external parts that are visible from outside?
Sir, I could not recall it. It was something like flag stag and wings. I don't remember, sir.
Okay, okay. The wheels that are lowered at the time of landing on the runway,
Yes,
what are those? What is the technical word for that of an aircraft?
Sir, I could not recall, sir. I'm so
Cannot
sorry.
recall?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problems. Can you give names of 5 venomous snakes? Any 5 venomous snakes found anywhere on this planet?
Yes, sir. Python,
Is
black.
python a venomous snake?
So, black and green mamba, which is in South Africa, cobra, and Yes, sir. Only these many I could
Only
recall.
these two? Okay. Okay, what is the difference between a game and a sport?
So,
Both are similar, but both are different. So, what are the differences between a game and a sport?
so game is played in teams,
Mm-hmm.
and sport could be played alone also.
Right, that is one difference. Yeah, absolutely right. What else?
So only one I could recall.
Okay. What is the difference between LOC and LAC? They are two terms, military terms, which are related to the borders. So, what is the full form and what is the difference between the two? LOC,
Yes, sir.
LAC.
So LOC is line of control, and it is the line which gives the demarcation between India and Pakistan, and line of actual control, which is LAC, and it gives the demarcation between India and China.
Okay. And any other difference? Which is longer?
So LAC is longer because it starts from Ladakh and it goes up till the Arunachal Pradesh.
Okay. What is the total length,
So
approximate
it is
length?
around 7,000 kilometer, could be more than that, approximately 7,500.
And LOC?
So LOC is around, I don't remember. So it could be 4,000 kilometers.
LOC. LOC is shorter, much shorter, about 700 kilometers. LAC is around 4,200 kilometers. Okay, doesn't matter. Now, can you list out a few schemes which have been launched in the last 9 years by Shri Narendra Modi, which will benefit the poor people, which already has benefited a lot of poor people all over India?
Yes, sir.
At least 4-5 schemes.
So the first one is Ujjwala Yojana.
Okay, what is it about?
So Ujjwala Yojana is for the gas connections, which is basically given in the name of the female of the family,
Right.
gas connections. So second one is PM Swamitva scheme. It is for the street vendors.
Okay.
It is for the street vendors. Apart from this, many insurance schemes are also launched. Apart from that, sir, PM Jandhan Yojana was there, which was to link the bank accounts of the people, zero balance account for the people.
Right.
And sir, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao is also there, which is basically focusing on the education of the girl child. Apart from this, many more schemes were there. So I just want.
There is one scheme which covers poor people from the medical point of view for their treatment. So what is the name of that scheme?
Sir, Ayush.
Ayushman Bharat.
Ayushman Bharat.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
right. Now, every month, twice every month, the Prime Minister, he delivers a speech called Man Ki Baat, a radio address. When was the last radio address this Man Ki Baat made, and what was a little unusual about it? Normally he delivers it in the last Sunday of that month, but this time, yesterday, when was it? Yesterday, he delivered it 1 week in advance. Why? What was the reason for doing that?
So could be because he's going somewhere.
He's going traveling abroad
Yes,
to
sir.
USA.
Yes.
Okay, now from the USA point of view, that what is so special about the PM's trip to USA, which will be from 21st June to 24th June, because of which he had to prepone his
Man Ki
radio
Baat.
address by 1 week, because he wouldn't be in India during that period. But the question that I'm asking is, this trip to USA, what is so significant? What is so special about the Indian Prime Minister going to USA?
So they are going for their meeting on financial, discussing about the finance of India, economic condition of India, how could it be improved?
That part is okay, but my question is, what is so significant? What is so special about this trip? People, foreign dignitaries from all over the world travel to other countries, but this trip of the Indian Prime Minister to America has a special significance. So, what is that significance?
So India is hosting the G20 summit this year. So in the March also there the people, the dignitaries from all through the many countries of the world, they have visited India, and now throughout this year they are going to meet in different places throughout the world. India being the president, India is hosting the G20. So on that lines.
Okay, can you name three major national events of 2023 this year which have taken place in India? National events, three major national events, either they have already occurred or they would happen during this year.
So the first one is the G20 summit.
Right.
It has already happened. So the second one is the ICC World Cup that is going to take place.
When would it happen? When is it taking place?
So I don't remember the date.
Okay, but month from
Around
which?
August or
So
September.
October, November.
Okay, sorry,
October. Okay. And what is the third event?
So third even Quad summit is also happening along the lines of the G7
Okay.
meeting.
Right. Okay. Now, where is the Mediterranean Sea? How many continents does it touch? And can you name a few countries which touch the shoreline of Mediterranean Sea?
So Mediterranean.
Where is it located?
So it is located in the eastern east of Asia. It is located in the West Asia and Turkey.
Okay. Which are the continents that it is located in between?
So Africa and your Asia is there, and
And okay, and can you name some African countries which the border of which touch the Mediterranean Sea?
yes sir, I'll just like to recall.
Okay.
Somalia and
Somalia, no, that country doesn't touch the Mediterranean Sea.
okay sir.
Okay, now where is the Sahara Desert? In which continent?
Sahara is in the African continent.
Africa. Okay, how many countries? Can you name 3-4 countries which are part of this region of the Sahara Desert? So at least 2 countries.
Sorry sir, I could
No?
not recall.
Okay. Now we have a neighboring country, Pakistan, lying to the west of India. Like in India, we have states. What we call states, in Pakistan they call that provinces. So can you name the provinces of Pakistan?
Yes sir.
How many provinces, and can you give out their names?
So Balochistan and so Sindh is there,
Right.
and
There are 6 provinces in
6
Pakistan.
provinces.
You've named 2. What about?
the others. So one is there, and
We have a state called Punjab.
Punjab is there.
also-
Lahore.
Lahore is not a, it is a city.
It is a
not
city
a-
in the Punjab, Pakistani Punjab.
Right. So Punjab,
Punjab
is
is
a
there.
province,
Yes,
right? Like we call it a state, Punjab state of India,
They
and
also have
Punjab
a
province of Pakistan. So that makes it 3. What about the other 3? Khyber Pakhtun,
Khyber Pakhtun. Yes.
Northwest Frontier Province, POK. What we call POK, they call it Azad,
Azad
Kashmir.
Kashmir.
So that is a 6th province. Okay, chaliye koi no problems. Abhi now, which region of the world is called the Middle East, and what are the problems, current problems in that region? Firstly, which is that region?
So Saudi Arabia, Iran, Turkey, and all these countries together, they are called the Middle East. So in the Middle East, there are problems. There are many problems, and the first one being since there are many communities of Muslims, and some are they are dominated by some Muslim community, and the other countries are dominated by the other Muslim communities. So
Right.
they do have insurgency conflicts also they have. Apart from this, nuclear disarmament problem is also there. Oil crisis is there. So these are the few problems that are faced by these countries.
Right. And which is the only non-Islamic country in the entire Middle East?
So Israel,
Israel. Right.
Jewish country. It is a
Zionist. It's a
Zionist.
Zionist country. That's right. Okay, now there's a term called LBGTQ. What is the full form and why was it in the news recently, this year in 2023?
So LBGTQ is the lesbian, bisexual, gay, transgender and queer community. It was in the news because recently there has been in the Supreme Court has said that the relationship, live-in relationship of these communities, it like earlier it was not constitutional, it was unconstitutional for two same-sex persons to stay together. So earlier Supreme Court has said that it is not unconstitutional to be together. Now they are demanding that same-sex marriages should also be constitutional. So Supreme Court is still the procedures are going on and talking about it.
Okay, that's fine. That is correct. Now, my question was that this LBGTQ event was a worldwide event celebrated in which country
So
recently?
Australia.
Australia. Okay, right. Now, this World Cup cricket, which we are going to have in India
Yes, sir.
this year in October and November. So, what is the format? How many countries would take part and what is the format? Any idea? Do you play cricket or do you follow cricket?
So I don't play cricket, but I see cricket.
You see
I
cricket?
watch cricket.
Okay, so what is the format? How would this World Cup be played?
So it will be hosted first. The hosting ceremony would take place, and if on the same day, many countries they are called. The participating countries are called, and like if on a certain day two countries are playing, so before it the national anthem of both the countries are played, and then they play.
No, that is not what I was asking. I was different. What is the format and okay and these matches? In which all countries would they be played? The World Cup matches.
So in the participating countries only.
No, I have not understood your answer. My question was the World Cup matches, the World Cup event which is going to take place in October and November.
Yes,
In
sir.
which country? You said India.
India.
Now, will all the matches be played only in India or also in Sri Lanka, Bangladesh and Pakistan?
So I don't know about it.
don't know.
I'll have to.
Okay,
Look into it.
right, no problems. Okay, Shubhangi, thank you very much.
Thanks
a lot. PM मुद्रा योजना, स्मॉल लोन्स फॉर स्टार्टअप. आप कोई अनएम्प्लॉयड हो, कोई नौकरी नहीं मिल रही, आप कोई बिजनेस खोलना चाहते हैं, छोटा मोटा छोले भटूरे का स्टॉल लगाना है, तो आपको पैसे चाहिए, तो द बैंक वुड गिव यू लोन अंडर PM मुद्रा योजना. यू कैन अप्लाई, यू विल गेट अ लोन. जनधन योजना आपने बता ही दिया, ओपनिंग ऑफ बैंक अकाउंट्स ऑफ एवरीबडी हु डज नॉट हैव अ जीरो बैलेंस, करेक्ट. और अगर आपको कोई पैसे मिलते हैं सरकार की तरफ से, इट विल गेट रेमिटेड डायरेक्टली, नो मिडिल मैन वुड बी इन्वॉल्व्ड. ओके, PM आवास योजना, हाउसिंग फॉर पुअर, राइट. फसल बीमा योजना, कोई किसान है, आप किसान हो, आपकी फसल बारिश नहीं हुई, बर्बाद हो गई, कीड़ा लग गया, तो यू विल गेट मनी फॉर दैट. योर मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट, मैं बहुत गरीब हूँ, मेरे पास पैसा नहीं है, तो 5 लाख रुपए का मेडिकल कवर मुझे अंडर दिस हेड कार्ड बनता है. कोई सर्जरी करानी है कुछ, आई कैन गो टू एनी हॉस्पिटल अंडर द स्कीम, आई एम कवर्ड फॉर 5 लाख रुपीज़, राइट. उसके बाद बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ वाला आपने बता ही दिया था. नमामि गंगे, टू नॉट ओनली टू क्लीन दैट गंगा रिवर, लेकिन उसके साथ साथ जितने गांव आते हैं along the banks on both sides, उनका भी डेवलपमेंट, राइट? तो ऐसे बहुत सारे स्कीम्स हैं, वो गूगल विल गिव यू दैट आंसर. अच्छा, पीएम ट्रिप टू यूएसए मैंने बोला था.
Yes, sir.
What is so unusual? It is a state. They have announced it as a state visit. Now, what is that state visit? What is the significance? This is highest rank category of foreign visits. अमेरिका तो रोज कोई ना कोई आया रहता है फॉरेन डिग्निटरी,
Yes, sir.
मगर स्टेट विजिट वो तभी अनाउंस करते हैं व्हेन इट इज़ अ वेरी वेरी स्पेशल पर्सन. And every American president is authorized once in 4 years to announce a state visit. कोई किसी देश का कोई प्राइम मिनिस्टर या प्रेसिडेंट आ रहा है तो वो स्टेट विजिट एक ही बार अनाउंस करते हैं. तो फॉर प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी दे हैव अनाउंस्ड इट. इट्स अ ग्रेट सेरेमोनियल इम्पोर्टेंस एंड हाईएस्ट एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ बायलैटरल रिलेशंस, right? President of USA can host only one leader from any nation once every 4 years, right? Now, visiting dignitary will be greeted at the tarmac by the president. This is normally not the precedence. Some junior official
Will go and fetch.
will go and receive the dignitary. In this case, the American president is going to Washington DC to that airport, and a 21 gun salute will be given on arrival at the White House. It only happens in a state visit. It doesn't happen कोई और किसी देश का कोई जाए तो ये नहीं होता. Okay, and the most significant thing, White House के बगल में there's another building called Blair House. Only very special people they are accommodated in that Blair House. Otherwise किसी को होटल में ही टिकाते हैं, right? Anybody who goes, he stays in a 5-star or a 10-star hotel. But Blair House is a very special mark of respect or honor which is bestowed only during that state visit. So this is a significance.
So this is state visit or straight visit?
State, STATE, state visit. Okay. उसके बाद आपसे क्या और क्या पूछा था? मेजर इवेंट्स ऑफ इंटरनेशनल इवेंट्स, एक तो G20, एक इलेक्शन इन कर्नाटक, एंड ऑफ कोविड-19, एक वर्ल्ड कप बीइंग होस्टेड बाय इंडिया in October November. I think it is starting on, उसकी डेट है I think 6th October and ending on 4th November, कुछ ऐसी डेट है. डेट मुझे भी नहीं याद, बट October November 2 months का वो पीरियड है. मन की बात, वाई प्रीपोन्ड, आई जस्ट टोल्ड यू कि नॉर्मली लास्ट संडे को होती है, बट लास्ट संडे ही विल नॉट बी हियर, ही विल बी इन यूएसए, तो ही प्रीपोन्ड दैट.
लास्ट संडे ऑफ एवरी मंथ.
हाँ, तो वो लास्ट संडे इस साल इस महीने का ही विल नॉट बी इन इंडिया, दैट इज व्हाई ही प्रीपोन्ड. अच्छा, इसी से कनेक्टेड मैंने पूछा नहीं आपको, लेकिन उसमें व्हाट ऑलरेडी कवर आपका यूट्यूब, हाँ यूट्यूब में आप अगर जाओगे वो मन की बात 102nd एपिसोड टाइप करो तो वो पूरा वो खोल देगा. आप उसको एक बार सुन लो और पेपर से लिखते जाओ, क्योंकि दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन. आपका कब है इंटरव्यू? 26 जून. हाँ, तो ठीक है, तो ये लेटेस्ट होगा जो अगर पूछ लेता है, कई बार ये पूछता है व्हाट पॉइंट्स डिड ही कवर इन दैट मन की बात. तो एक बार सुनोगे, पेपर पेन लिखो, जो जो मेजर पॉइंट्स होते हैं वो बताते जाएंगे, वो आप लिख लेना. ओके, और क्या पूछा था? लाइक्स एंड डिसलाइक्स अबाउट योर डिस्ट्रिक्ट, नेबरिंग स्टेट्स आपने बता ही दिया. इट डजंट टच झारखंड. नॉर्थ में है नेपाल, गोरखपुर के ऊपर आप चलो तो वो क्या नौतनवा, वो नेपाल का बॉर्डर है. ईस्ट साइड है बिहार, साउथ में है मध्य प्रदेश, और आपके वेस्ट में आ जाता है
छत्तीसगढ़ को टच करता है.
छत्तीसगढ़ को टच करता है, आई एम नॉट श्योर. मध्य प्रदेश को तो करता है, रीवा, सतना, ये मध्य प्रदेश के वो गए, वो इलाहाबाद से ही नीचे जाओ
थोड़ा सा छत्तीसगढ़ को करता है.
ठीक है, राइट. एक बार वो मैप में देख लेना आप, ठीक है. अच्छा, उसके बाद
LOC LAC डिस्टेंस.
हाँ, बताता हूँ मैं आपको. पार्ट्स ऑफ एन एयरक्राफ्ट,
हाँ पार्ट्स ऑफ एयरक्राफ्ट.
कॉकपिट, आगे वाला पार्ट जहाँ पायलट होता है, जो मेन जो बॉडी है, लेट्स से दिस इज एयरक्राफ्ट, राइट. तो ये हो गया कॉकपिट. ये क्या हो गया? फ्यूजलाज.
फ्यूजलाज, फ्लैग स्टैक, आई वाज सेइंग
फ्यूजलाज. ये जो है विंग्स, वो तो पता ही है. टेल यूनिट, पीछे जो व्हील्स निकलते हैं उसको बोलते हैं अंडर कैरेज या लैंडिंग गियर. अंडर कैरेज और लैंडिंग गियर, दोनों में से कोई भी दोनों नाम उसके यूज होता है, ठीक है. उसके बाद आ गया आपका और क्या पूछा था मैंने, रैंक्स इन द एयरफोर्स को आपने बता दिया। वेनमस स्नेक्स, कोबरा, माम्बा, माम्बा के दो टाइप होते, ब्लैक एंड ग्रीन, क्रेट, वाइपर। आपने क्या बोला था, कौन सा स्नेक जो विच इज पाइथन? पाइथन इज नॉट अ वेनमस स्नेक, इट्स नॉट वेनमस। उसने काट लिया तो आपको कभी नहीं, आप मरोगे नहीं, क्योंकि वेनम नहीं होता। वो आपको उसको कॉन्स्ट्रिक्ट करके मार सकता है, और लपेट के ना, वो इट डज नॉट अलाउ यू टू ब्रीथ, बट इट इज़ नॉट अ वेनमस स्नेक। ओके, तो क्रेट, वाइपर, कॉपर हेड, इनलैंड टाइपेन, रैटल स्नेक, माम्बा ब्लैक एंड ग्रीन, कोबरा तो है ही है, और क्या है, वाटर मोकेसन, दैट इज़ अ वेनमस स्नेक। तो ये हो गए। अच्छा, डिफरेंस बिटवीन गेम एंड स्पोर्ट। इन अ गेम देयर विल ऑलवेज बी एन आउटकम, अ विनर एंड अ लूज़र। वी आर प्लेइंग बैडमिंटन, यहाँ तो मैं जीतूंगा, यहाँ क्रिकेट होने जा रहा है इंडिया न्यूजीलैंड का, यहाँ तो न्यूजीलैंड जीतेगा या इंडिया, तो दे विल ऑलवेज बी एन आउटकम। बट अ स्पोर्ट इज़ फॉर प्लेजर। मैं साइकिल चलाता हूँ, ट्रैकिंग कर रहा हूँ अकेले, तो उसमें कोई आउटकम कोई, क्योंकि आई कैन डू इट सोलो। अच्छा, इसी से कनेक्टेड दूसरा पॉइंट, अ प्लेयर विल ऑलवेज हैव एटलीस्ट 2 प्लेयर्स और मोर देन 2। क्रिकेट है तो 11 जने एक साइड होते हैं, राइट। कोई बैडमिंटन है तो या तो 2 हो सकते हैं या 4 हो सकते हैं प्लेयर्स। लेकिन स्पोर्ट यू कैन इंडल्ज इन ऑल बाय योरसेल्फ। साइकिल आप अकेले भी चला सकते हो, दैट इज़ अ स्पोर्ट, राइट। वाइट वाटर राफ्टिंग, कयाकिंग यू कैन डू अलोन और यू कैन डू इट इन अ ग्रुप, बट इट कैन बी डन अलोन। उसके बाद क्या है, game is always governed by a set of rules, right? A sport may not be governed by any rule. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल क्रिकेट खेल रहे हो तो एक ओवर में 6 ही बॉल होंगी, 8 नहीं हो सकती, 5 भी नहीं हो सकती, राइट। तो इट हैज़ सर्टन रूल्स। बॉल वो जो आपका जो मार्किंग होती है इससे बाहर है तो इट विल बी डिक्लेयर्ड अ वाइड बॉल, राइट। तो ये रूल्स होते हैं इसके। तो एनी गेम इज़ गवर्नड बाय अ रूल। एक और क्या डिफरेंस है, अ गेम समटाइम्स, नॉट ऑलवेज, समटाइम्स इज बाउंड बाय अ डेफिनेट टाइम। सम गेम्स आर बाउंड बाय टाइम, जैसे फुटबॉल है तो ऐसा नहीं कि सुबह शुरू हुआ रात तक चलता जाए, उसके टाइम है 45 मिनट्स, उसके बाद 20 मिनट्स का 25 मिनट्स का ब्रेक, एंड अगेन 40 मिनट्स, कुछ ऐसे होता है ड्यूरेशन, उसके बाद ख़त्म हो जाता है। बट स्पोर्ट का कोई ऐसा टाइम नहीं है। ओके, डिफरेंस बिटवीन LOC एंड LAC। LOC लाइन ऑफ कंट्रोल, LAC लाइन ऑफ एक्चुअल कंट्रोल। LOC इज़ द डिमार्केटेड द boundary between India and Pakistan. LAC is between India and China. LAC is around, LOC is around 700 kilometers, right? And it is only, उस टाइम स्ट्रेट था JNK, तो it is only, it starts in JNK, ends in JNK. But LOC, it starts in JNK and goes through various states and ends in Arunachal Pradesh. And LAC is around 4,200 kilometers long. LOC is about 700 kilometers, 728 kilometers long. Okay, उसके बाद in LAC we have eyeball to eyeball deployment. जैसे ये LAC है तो इस साइड इंडिया, उस साइड कहीं 400 मीटर दूर है, कहीं आधा किलोमीटर, कहीं 1 किलोमीटर, बट इट इज़ कंटिन्यूस, दैट डिप्लॉयमेंट इज कंटिन्यूस बिटवीन इंडिया एंड चाइना. बट इन LOC दे आर वास्ट ट्रैक्स बिकॉज ऑफ द टेरेन, जहाँ पे कोई ना उस साइड एनिमी उस साइड है ना इस साइड हम है, क्योंकि वो डिप्लॉयमेंट हो नहीं सकती, ऐसा वो टेरेन इस प्रकार का है. बट LAC इट इज़ आई बॉल टू आई बॉल डिप्लॉयमेंट ऑल थ्रू आउट, राइट टिल अरुणाचल प्रदेश. तो ये 3-4 डिफरेंसेस हैं. ओके, और क्या पूछा था आपसे, व्हाट एल्स, विच रीजन ऑफ द वर्ल्ड इज कॉल्ड द मिडल ईस्ट. मिडल ईस्ट स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम the eastern tip of Mediterranean Sea, starting from a country called Israel, going eastwards up till Iran. All the countries that come in that region from Israel to Iran, they are part of the Middle East, right? और क्या था, what are the problems, major problems, Israeli-Palestine conflict, right? Iran's nuclear ambition, that is a problem. Emergence of ISIS, Syria में, it's a major issue worldwide, a problem that they are creating for the entire world. फिर उसके बाद dispute between Islamic countries, सऊदी अरेबिया और यमन का वॉर हो रहा है, इराक और ईरान का है, राइट, सीरिया और टर्की का है. तो इवन इंटर नेशन rivalry between Islamic nations, that is another problem. Okay. उसके बाद LBGT को आपने बता ही दिया था. वर्ल्ड कप क्रिकेट आप थोड़ा सा एक बार देख लेना क्योंकि इट इज़ अ मेजर इवेंट अबाउट टू हैपन. तो यू मस्ट नो व्हाट इज़ द फॉर्मेट, विच आर द कंट्रीज़, कब से होगा और कब होगा, राइट.
ठीक है सर.
वेरी इजी, गूगल से देख लो. आपको अगर पूरा नहीं भी पता, एक आध पॉइंट भी बता दिया तो ही विल फाइंड इट.
So something else apart from this? Something else apart from this that I could prepare?
समथिंग एल्स. आपने जाना कब है वैसे?
Sir, 24th I will go.
तो आज क्या डेट है?
आज है 19th.
तो अभी आप यहाँ पे हैं 4 दिन.
Sir, है but my brother's marriage is also there in Pratapgarh, so I'll have to go on 21st.
21st, आज है 19th. तो यू आर हियर फॉर 2 more days.
Yes, sir.
तो आई गिव यू अ सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. आप गूगल से देखोगे आपको पता चल जाएगा.
Okay, sir.
कोई एक किताब आप ले. कौन सी किताब? एक आती है प्रतियोगिता दर्पण, कंपटीशन मास्टर या क्या, कंपटीशन सक्सेस रिव्यू. मार्केट में मिल जाएगी, एक कटरा में मिल जाएगी यूनिवर्सिटी के सामने. वो करंट मंथ की, जून के मंथ की ले लीजिए एंड गो थ्रू विच आर द मेजर इवेंट्स. उसकी सारी डिटेल्स उसमें होंगी. अदरवाइज गूगल भी आपको बता देगा.
ठीक है.
और प्रिपेयर दोज क्वेश्चन. अगर आपने मोटा मोटा भी बता दिया तो दैट इज गुड इनफ.
Okay.
He does not expect you to know all the
Everything.
details, but if you know basics. अब बिल्कुल ही कुछ मिडल ईस्ट का है मैं मालूम ही नहीं, तो that will go against you. But if you can answer at least 2-3 countries का नाम ले लिया, एक आध प्रॉब्लम भी बता दिया. There's a problem between Israel and Palestine. Israel is a Zionist country and and Palestine is Islamic. Right? तो इतना भी बता दिया तो that is absolutely fine. He'll be able to clear you. He'll find it very impressive. तो ये है. चलो बाकी आपको बता देंगे कल जब मिलेंगे कुछ और कोई पॉइंट होगा.
Thank you so much.